Everyone, Bryant here today. Today we take a look at the top 5 best MCPE shaders of all time for the brand new updated Minecraft 1.16. Now you can find all the downloads to each shader that I'm going to be using in the video in the description down below. It's also going to be with the timestamps of which each shader appears. But anyways, without further ado, let's head on to the number 5 spot. Okay guys, now on the number 5 spot, we actually are going to start off really strong with a combination of a shader and a realistic texture pack. So we need to download the EUG shader right over here, and we also need to download the Realistico 1907 demo right over here. And all you want to do is activate both of them at the same time. So when you go on your active tab, then both the EUG shader and the Realistico texture packs are there, guys. So all you want to do is just make sure that both of these texture packs are active, and in total you get one of the coolest looking shaders of all time. And as you can tell, it is currently rain time. I personally think this shader looks best during the rain time. I mean, just look at how awesome this looks like. And not only that, there's also incredibly realistic textures. I mean, just look at how realistic that grass is. That is literally something you would see from your backyard. This even works for all the brand new nether blocks. Just to show you guys that this does actually work for 1.16, we're gonna place down a bunch of the crimson wood over here, and just look at how awesome this is. By the way guys, I am on the French Fireland SMP, which is basically my SMP for all of my subscribers to join. So if you want to join, then make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications, and you can find the realm link in the description down below. So yeah, just make sure to subscribe, and then you should be in this realm. So as you can tell, I'm just gonna give my guys some free wood. But anyways, let's actually place down the warped wood right over here, and this is how the warped wood looks like. As you can tell, we can actually see a lot of cool stuff. Even with the new nether blocks, you can still see an awesome shine. We also cannot forget the awesome looking water. Just look at that. That is so amazing. Just look at how wavy it is. But anyways, let's go underwater just to see how everything looks like. This is how everything looks like underwater. It's far more wavy and, you know, just super cool in my opinion. So guys, this definitely does make the water look far more better. We also have a bunch of realistic stone over here. Definitely one of the better texture packs out there, guys. And honestly, it is super bright and vibrant during the daytime. I personally think it looks better during the nighttime. I don't know. Tell me in the comment section down below what are your opinions. And we found a village right over here, so that's really good. But anyways, that is pretty much it for the number 5 spot. Let's head on to the number 4 spot. On the number 4 spot, we have the Silo Shaders remake right over here. Once again, you can find the download in the description down below. One thing that I forgot to mention is that all of these downloads will be direct links, guys. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you go through any ads. I'm not going to make you pay for any subscriptions, none of that, because I am not that type of YouTuber. But anyways, here we have this shader right up here, and let's just see how awesome this is. And the good thing about this one is that this is good for low-end devices. So if you have a low-end device yourself and you still want to enjoy the shader experience, you can still totally download this shader and run it very smoothly. As you can tell, I'm actually running this shader really smoothly. Take a look at the shadows some of these blocks have. They look super good. And another good thing about this shader is how awesome the water looks like. It is completely different. So I know some of you guys don't like the wavy water and you prefer to have a more realistic one, a more see-through and a darker water. Well, here it is, guys. If you actually go underwater, it's completely different. You can't really see anything, but if you go outside, you can see how awesome it looks like. The water is far more transparent in this shader, which, hey, I can't really complain. And let's take a look at the leaves right over here. As you can tell, the leaves are super wavy, of course. Like all of these other texture packs, they have like wavy leaves and all that good stuff. So yeah, even the grass is super wavy as well. Let's take a look at the grass. Yep, that's how you know that it is super awesome. Let's take a look at some of the new nether blocks, you know, for the 1.16 update, obviously, because this list is meant to be for shaders that are super good, especially for the 1.16 update. So this is how some of the warp blocks look like, and this is how the doors look like. As you can tell, they make all the blocks look far more vibrant, and that's why I absolutely love these shaders. Let's set this bad boy to the sunset and let's see how awesome it looks like. So there you go. That is one of the most beautiful sunsets in all of MCPE. But anyways, guys, let's take a look at how it looks like during the nighttime. So I'm just gonna set this bad boy to midnight, just like so. And wow, things look really good during the nighttime. As you can tell, on top of having realistic looking clouds, there is also stars in the sky, which looks so awesome in my opinion. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for the number 4 spot. Let's head on to the number 3 spot. On the number 3 spot, we have another epic combination of texture packs. We have the bicubic shader combined with the ultra realistic texture pack right here by Zaps. Now this one is one of the coolest texture packs out there. I did make a whole separate video about it, but let me just show you how realistic this looks like. So right off the bat, guys, you'll notice that all the textures are realistic. Just take a look at that wood. That is so realistic, as well as all the plants. That is literally something you would see from your backyard. And let's quickly mine underground just so you guys can see how realistic the dirt looks like, as well as the stone. Just look at that stone. This will definitely make all your mining adventures look super good, and there's just so many realistic stuff. Our torches are realistic. So here's a little bit of the nice looking blocks in this texture pack. We have the stripped birch wood right up there, which looks really realistic, and over here we have the enchanted golden apple. And I mean, just look at how realistic this thing is. And possibly one of the coolest things out there is a cactus, and I don't know why, but every time I look at this cactus I get my Mexico vibes, because you know, Mexico is of course the place where I would love to go to during vacations, but unfortunately because of the recent events and the pandemic, I'm not going to Mexico anymore, which is a little bit of a bummer. But honestly, this cactus really does remind me of Mexico. But here it is. This looks really awesome. This is literally something you would see from an actual desert in Mexico. But yeah, we honestly have so many cool textures, as well as the sand. Just look at how awesome this sand looks like. It looks super realistic, not to mention the awesome looking water we have over here. So here's the water bed over here, which looks really awesome in my opinion. But anyways, if we go underwater, it will look even better. Believe it or not, sun rays from the sun go through the water and onto the ocean floor to create this awesome looking effect, which is honestly so good in my opinion. I absolutely love it when texture packs do that. But anyways, let's turn this bad boy to sunset, because believe it or not, things get better with the sunset. So let's set it to sunset just like so, and let's take a look at the sun right over here. Yep, there is a sun. So believe it or not, the light from the sun goes to the water, and it actually has a reflection on the water, and it creates this awesome looking effect. So this is definitely one of the most beautiful sunsets in all of MCPE, not to mention that we actually have the awesome realistic looking clouds on top of that. But anyways, there's even more stuff to the shaders. On top of the already realistic texture packs, if we just search up for terracotta blocks, you will notice that we actually have different types of terracotta. So believe it or not, this texture pack completely changed all the terracotta blocks, and they made it so like there's a mixture between two different types of blocks. So for example, over here there is a mixture between stone bricks and a grass block. You can actually combine all of these blocks together to create some really awesome patterns. And over here we actually have sand and wood mixed together. But anyways guys, that is pretty much it for the number 3 spot. Let's take a look at the number 2 spot. So some of you may be asking yourselves, Bry, what is the shader from the thumbnail? Well, believe it or not, this is the shader that I got the thumbnail from. It is the ESTN shaders beta release, guys. So this one is one of the best ones in all of MCPE, as you can tell from the thumbnail. It is super awesome. So let's quickly take a look at it, guys. So we're gonna resume to our game, and right off the bat you'll notice that they completely changed the water to have like this awesome looking pattern, and it looks super realistic in my opinion. And believe it or not, if you actually go underwater, the pattern actually mirrors. I think over here it looks better, but as you can tell, it even moves with the way the water moves. But honestly, that's just so cool. I really do love it when shaders actually do that. It is time for the best part of the video. We're gonna set this bad boy to the sunset just like so, and voila guys, just look at how awesome that sunset is. It is super beautiful in my opinion, definitely one of the best ones out there, guys. I mean, just look at that. That is so awesome. There's just so many nice and vibrant colors. There's a little bit of purple, orange, pink, red. You know what, this is definitely one of the most beautiful sunsets out there. Now let's take a look at this bad boy during the midnight. So let's set it to midnight, and voila guys, this is how it looks like during the midnight. It looks really good too. There's also a bunch of stars, which is so awesome in my opinion. But anyways guys, that's pretty much it for the number 2 spot. Let's head on to the number 1 spot. Coming in at the number 1 spot, we have the best shaders in MCPE 1.16, and that is a combination between the Hider shaders V3.0 and the S3D pack right over here. And if you combine both of these texture packs together, by that I mean just make sure that both of them are active, you will have the most epic shader in MCPE. This is different from all the other shaders that I previously showcased, and let's take a look at how everything looks like. So let's go and resume our game, and right off the bat you'll notice that the water is far more better looking. I mean, just look at how awesome it looks like. So let's take a look at it, guys. That is how the water is. It looks so beautiful in my opinion. Let's go back to our cactus that we placed down. It looks pretty good, and let's actually go underwater. And another good thing about the water is that it actually reflects the sky. So whatever is on the sky, it will actually reflect on the water. So this is like one of the only MCPE shaders that actually has reflections on the water, so that's very good. And let's actually go underwater and see how everything looks like. So this is how everything looks like. Everything is so beautiful. Light from the sun, of course, goes through the water and on the ocean floor to create this awesome looking effect, guys. So I mean, who wouldn't want this? This is just so awesome in my opinion. Now let's actually turn this bad boy to sunset because we're not going to waste any time. And yeah, there is the sun bed over there. It looks so awesome in my opinion. It's so vibrant, and it even reflects on the water once again. So this shader definitely has one of the best waters out there. And of course, we also have a beautiful looking sky with realistic clouds and a nice awesome gradient, guys. Now let's turn this bad boy to midnight. So this is how everything looks like during the midnight. As you can tell, everything's basically the same. We still have realistic looking clouds and we have a realistic looking moon, but we also have stars all throughout the sky, which is so awesome in my opinion. And you may have noticed that there's actually some 3D textures to this shader. That is full on 3D grass right over here, which is super cool in my opinion. Same thing goes for the stone. This is how the stone looks like. It looks super good in my opinion. Same for basically all the blocks, even the sand. They even made the sand realistic, and in my inventory I have some blocks that look even better, of course, with the 3D texture packs. We're gonna place down some stone over here, which looks really awesome. And we have some dark prismarine over here, which looks really good. We have some regular prismarine and a block of gold. And this block of gold actually has 3D textures to it. Just look at how awesome that is. Same for the block of diamond. This is how the block of diamond looks like. Let's now place down the bookshelves just like so. And look at how awesome it is, guys. That is so much better from the regular bookshelves. It is just so much more awesome. Even our diamond sword has 3D textures. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. If this video did help you out in any way, shape, or form, or gave you a brand new shader, then make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you can actually download all these texture packs in the description down below. They'll all be MediaFire links, guys. I'm not going to make you go through any ads, no subscription, none of that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you later, French fries.